Exeggutor EX is one of my favorite cards, and Pidgeot EX has quickly become one of my favorites too. So I wanted to combine the two because they work very well together. Exeggutor is a big, thick, upfront tank, easy to get onto the field in 3 turns. By turn 3, it is on the field wreaking havoc. All the while, you can build your 2-stage evolution in Pidgeot on the bench to come in the late game when your opponents stack their bench or you've got mons in the graveyard. You can Poké Flute mons back on and start smashing them for 140 damage. It is just a recipe for success. As always, guys, I put out new Pokemon Pocket content every single day. So if you do enjoy this video, please do not forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell for the next one. And also feel free to share the videos with your friends. All right, so for the card list in this deck, we are running 2 Exeggutors, 2 Exeggutor EXs. We are running 2 Pidgeys and 2 Pidgeotos. I like to run one of each Pidgeotto because one Pidgeotto has slightly more HP, which can matter. With an attack of Wing Attack with 3 energies, you're probably not going to be using it to attack, but it is nice having the extra 10 HP of padding. And this guy, on the other hand, does 30 damage from 1 energy, which is kind of useful in some scenarios. So I like having both. Then I'm running 1 Chatot, which gives me a bit of draw power if I do get some really bad draws and get bricked, which does seem to happen quite a bit with these 2-stage Pokemon. And then we're running 2 Pidgeot EXs, which is a bit of a hot take because a lot of people will run 1 Pidgeot EX and 1 regular Pidgeot, A1 Pidgeot, or 2 Pidgeot EXs and 1 A1 Pidgeot. But I just prefer running the 2 EXs. I know A1 Pidgeot is very useful with drive off, but I don't think it's actually that necessary in the deck when you're running the big beefy boy up front in Exeggutor. Then for item cards, we're running X speeds, 2 Pokeballs, and 1 Poké Flute. Poké Flute being, of course, a based item, which puts a basic enemy from your basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile on their bench if you've already defeated it, which means you do an extra 20 damage with Shattering Cyclone on Pidgeot, which is very good, especially in the late game. If they think they're comfortable and they've got it in the bag, you pull that Pokemon onto their bench, you suddenly do like 120 damage or 140 damage. It can be a game changer. For supporters, we have 2 Professor Oaks, pretty much best card in the game, and then we have 1 Giovanni, 1 Sabrina, and 1 Leaf. Now, you can opt out of Giovanni. Giovanni is not super necessary, but it does give Pidgeot the ability to one-shot Mewtwo with Giovanni on the board. Other than that, like 1 X speed and 1 Leaf can leave you feeling a bit vulnerable, but it has felt right. The thing that I've sacrificed in X speed / Leaf for is Chatot. I found that in some of the games I had when I played this on stream with the guys, we were getting bricked fairly often, and it wasn't the fault of this deck. We just had a bad run, but I thought, you know, we might as well look at something which could potentially help that, and Chatot does a really good job. Chatot is actually really nice. You'll see it in one of the games today that Chatot can actually save you. So, and it's a bird, so it fits. Now, I choose to run the regular Execute because Growth Spurt is not necessary because this is a grass-only deck. Growth Spurt is very useful if you're running the high-energy Exeggutor that needs 4 energies to play Psychic, but I am just running Exeggutor EX, so that Execute is not necessary at all. The extra 20 damage of chip you get from Seed Bomb is also quite useful, so regular Execute is what we run here. Now, Exeggutor EX is the upfront tank of this deck. It can be on the board as early as turn 3. If you do get turn 1, it's actually pretty good. If you get turn 2, that's also pretty fine. It has 160 HP, which is one of the higher HP EXs. Not quite as high as Pidgeot, but it's not too far off. It's higher than Mewtwo. It's higher than your Zapdos, Moltres, Articuno. It's pretty solid. It does a 40 damage attack with Tropical Swing, and if you flip a coin and land heads, it does 80, which is actually a lot of damage for turn 3 in a game. So Exeggutor EX is actually a really good early game tank. But obviously, if you don't draw into your Execute, it gets a bit awkward. Looks like we're probably fighting Celebi, I would say. If you see a grass deck, there's like a 99% chance it's Celebi, unless someone's running the deck I'm running, or a similar deck. All right, this is going to get kind of spicy. We got turn 1 too, which is a pretty massive disadvantage. Oh, we call this a bricked start. This is like the worst possible kind of starting hand. Drawing into just your final Evos and nothing in between is really bad. But if we can draw Egg or another Oak into Egg or a Pokeball next turn, we can still make this work. We just kind of need to draw into Egg, X Speed, and Evo into Exeggutor to have a chance here. And we didn't. So yeah, we're completely fricked already. I got a Sabrina to try and buy a turn. I have like... I got no hope here, dude. If Celebi gets back on with an X speed, he literally just has to roll 1 heads and it's like game over just because I've completely bricked my draws. Wait, why would you... Now you're stuck on field. Why is he giving me a chance to win? Dude, homie's giving me a chance here. Because I'm going to get Pidgeot going before he gets eggs going. The only downside is if he Erica stalls me, he can probably can probably kill me with our Psychic. But homie's made a drastic mistake here, actually. Are we turning this around? I don't know why you'd Evo that. That turn, anyway. He could have left it a turn, retreated out. I mean, you can leaf off. No? Well, say hello to my little friend. Wish I had Sabrina still, but that's fine. I mean, hey, he can't kill me next turn, but he can still do work because he can only roll max of 150 now. I mean, I hope for this guy's sake that this isn't like game 4 of his 5 streak. I've already got my 5 streak, so I'm chilling. But I mean, best case here, this guy's rolling 150. Worst case, he's rolling 0. And I've got an Exeggutor ready to come in and finish him off, so we're going to hit him for 80, and then we just have to finish him off with 2 turns of 40. I mean, he could still win from this. Okay. Gets a 100. I mean, that's pretty solid for him. I mean, I can also just X speed straight into my Exeggutor. Oh, that actually is pretty much GG now. I can't do enough to kill him, but what I can do is get him into kill range now with for eggs. See, if he Ericas, he could still probably like get the job done against me, which is kind of a spooky prospect. I could X speed, but then I'm in a awkward position. We'll just go for it. I mean, I could still lose this. Just because it's Celebi, and Celebi could easily luck into like 4 heads against my egg and take him out in 1 turn. Other option is like get a second Celebi out, but he needs to kill my Pidgeot. If he's got an Erica, that'll put a spanner in the works. Why? You're going to Erica now. No, you can't. You Sabrina. What are you doing? You just threw the game. It doesn't matter what you do. Okay, well, it's over. We win. It's game over no matter what. Yeah, lol. GG's. All right. I don't know. We pulled it back, man. Who knows how, but this guy was just bad, and I guess Sabrina was kind of clutch. This guy was just kind of bad. Kind of terrible. I'll take it. I mean, decades are done. Cool combo. Not quite the way I envisioned it. I envisioned Exeggutor being out first, not the Pidgeot, but hey. See, that is a much better starting hand from the perspective that we at least have a line of sight to get into our final stage Evos. We've got the Pidgeot, we've got the Pidgey, we've got the egg. Now we just need to draw Pidgeotto. Is Pidgeotto going to be in my last, like, 4 cards again? Probably. Still scary. Let's go. Oh my god, wait, are we actually getting decent draws? Are we actually getting, like, semi-decent draws? Watch me get red carded now. I'm probably going to Sabrina kill Carp next turn, if I'm being honest. Oh, I'm definitely Sabrina killing Carp next turn if this is going into Carp. 100%. And they're probably going to be very angry. Bro, homie, back-to-back Misties. All right, well, we're killing Carp next turn. It's not even a question. Are you ready for the rage, chat? Are you ready, kids? Aye, aye, Captain. Instant concede. Get the 80 for the BM. And they could still pull it off if they draw War Turtle into Blastoise consecutively. Where is Pidgeotto? Hello, where, oh, sir, where is Pidgeotto? Please, sir. Please, sir. Oh, a kill that would have been handy because I could just, yeah, that's fine. Pidgeotto, please, please. Got another Misty. We are not looking good. I'm probably better off just leaving them up, honestly. Because I need to kill the Artie or the Gary to win the game from here. We just need to draw a Pidgeotto. And if we don't, then we're up to the last 9 cards, and it'll be game number 4000 without drawing Pidgeotto. They might just leave Squirtle on, which suits my agenda. That's fine. I can retreat Egg to the bench, but it's gonna die in 2 turns from Blizzard either way. So, all right, dude. If we don't get this fucking Pidgeotto, I swear. I could double X speed into Pidgey And then he might not Sabrina, and if he does... I mean, that actually might be a better play. Just in the event that they don't. No, that's actually worse. I should get the damage down. It's actually worse because of the splash damage off Blizzard. I'm better off having Egg die here. I'm better off having Egg die here for reasons. I mean, we'll one-shot it anyway, because we'll have Poker Flute to sweep with. So we should be okay unless I draw another Misty. Or drop another Misty. But they pop one. Yeah, if Misty 2 comes out and feeds Gary... But we should be able to kill Articuno next turn. So we should be okay. This should be a W if they just stay on and kill. And they've just loaded their bench form. Yeah, it's okay. GG's. Surely they would suspect that I have Pidgeot. Would they not suspect that I have Pidgeot? I mean, I thought they would, but sure. Whatever. GG's. Alright. Exeggutor doing the job as a tank. Pidgeot comes in for the KO. Functioning as intended. Slightly. Ooh, coughing psychic. I don't know what this is. This is... I'm intrigued. I mean, Mewtwo coughing has been a thing in the past. Or Mewtwo wheezing, rather. Okay, Mew EX. Wheezing. Oh, okay. Yeah, Alakazam. That makes sense. That makes sense. Alright, Wheezing going down next turn is going to be a little bit unfortunate, but we do have a good start with double Exeggutor EX. Alright, so, I mean, even if we get hit next turn, we can retreat into the second one if Wheezing comes down, but they're not running Dark Energies, potentially. Might just be Mono Psychic, so this might be okay. Okay, it looks like it's probably... I think it's probably Mono Psychic, but still getting Poison would be kind of annoying, but, we're pretty good against Alakazam, because we're only a 1 energy Mon. Pidgeot EX is a different case, but if they load their bench and we get Pidgeot up, then that's cool. If we draw Pidgeot, we're in a cool spot. Or Professor Oak. Or Pidgey, rather. We have Pidgeot. We just need to get the Pidgey. I mean, we get 2 Exeggutor EXs next turn, which is kind of crazy as well. All in all, like a pretty good start, so we'll see what happens. X speeding into Mew, right? It's totally fine. I mean, if I don't draw Pidgey, I might just retreat into the full HP egg. Makes a bit of sense. I know it's only 20 HP, but 20 HP can... Oh, it doesn't really matter. Okay, we can just do that, I guess. No, it's not even worth it. Well, let's go to town. We got the X speed, so we can get off next turn anyway. Makes no sense to waste resources. Alright, double egg is cool. Now we go full send, and we just pray we get the 80s. They've probably got Budding Expeditioner. Nice. They've probably got Budding Expeditioner, so they'll probably retreat out next turn. They can't really risk losing the Mew, and they can only heal for a 40. If we have Giovanni, theoretically, we can take them out if we get the 80, so... let's see what they choose to do on this turn. Okay, so as predicted, there's the Budding Expeditioner. Mew goes off, Coughing comes on. Maybe Wheezing comes down, potentially, or maybe they don't have it and they're kind of bricked, but we'll see what happens. Exeggutor EX is just so nice in the early game because he gets so much damage down because he's just like so good. If we get the early kill on Coughing, if we can roll 80 next turn, we are like in a really good spot. Because an early point here is like S tier. Alright, we got a little chatty boy. Not really worth it. Let's just go to town. If we get the kill here, that'd be nice. Didn't get the kill. That's fine. Because we have 2 eggs, I'm not overly worried here. Even if Mew does genome hacking, you know, we got the advantage. But they're going to have to get this Coughing off. They've already wasted an X speed. Or they give it the point. So we're in a strong spot. They've wasted 1 X speed. They could have a second X speed. Potentially. Potentially. But we'll see. I did slip Chatot into this deck for some further testing. So the first couple of games that you'll see, or first 3 games, I wasn't running Chatot, but I decided to put it in just to see if it improved getting, or stopped us getting bricked as much. For example, like against a deck like this guy's got like, what, 5 cards in his hand right now, so we're just going to double energy down into egg, because we want to be able to retreat, right? So we're just going to... what I'm probably going to do to really cheese is just bring Chatot in, and then if we don't draw Pidgey rather. If we do draw Pidgey, we're kind of chill, but I'm going to take the point here, definitely. We take the point. Mew can come in and genome hacking, hit us for 40 or 80, but we can get out to our second egg. We also have Sabrina if we really wanted to like mess around, but like Chatot could be good here because he is stacking his hand 6 cards now, but we would potentially lose out on our Pidge. Not really worried about the Kadabra. He'll probably get the 80 because my opponents always get the 80 and I never do. All right, so that's fine. So what we can do now is just X speed into our second. I could even X speed down into chat dot for funds, but I need to get damage into Mew before, like, that's just wasting turns. I want to get Mew out before Alakazam comes down. Then we can just throw all the energy into the other egg. And then we can just get damage down. So getting 80 here, please. Nice. Huge advantage. That puts him in a spot. Because he needs to get 2 80s to kill us. I need to get 2 80s to kill him, but I'm good with a 40 and a Giovanni. We do have Giovanni in this deck to come too. I'm gonna stay in Sabrina. Because we take 40 here, so yeah, not a massive problem. But we're gonna have to get kind of lucky on this next roll. If we take our Kadabra, we'll be okay. Drawing Pidgey is gonna be pretty important from this point. Or we haven't seen our Oak yet at all. Dude, both our Oaks and Pidgeys at the back is kind of wild. Yeah, we're just gonna Sabrina out. We probably get either Kadabra, because I don't think they can risk Mew, obviously, because if Mew dies, they lose. I'm just going to start putting energy so I can do like a little bit of a retreat out if I have to. But then we can just go into rough. All right. So, I mean, they're just going to retreat out, which is kind of crappy. Really wanted that 80 down. This is looking a little bit awkward for me now, just because we're not getting the 80s, which is one of the downsides here, but the whole intent of this deck is that Exeggutor is here and you can build your Pidgey, but we're just getting a little bit bricked here. Which is why I do have the Chatot in my deck, and I'll probably have to go for the retreat into the Chatot and go for a... potentially go for the... well, for the Mimic. I don't know. We just... It's so unlikely we don't draw our Oak or Pidgey coming up. It's so unlikely. Like, it's ridiculously unlikely. All right, this is a bit of a joke. So I'm just going to do the Mimic. Like, it doesn't matter if I have the Pidgeot on a Pidgeot here, right? Like, I'm kind of screwed. What I'm going to do is this. We'll just get another one back into you. We're just going to Mimic. Like, this is like the bricking of all brickings, dude. No Oaks with only 7 cards left. 1 Pokeball. There's the Pidgey. So now we just need to get into Pidgeotto. We got both Oaks, we got the Pidgey. Okay. So I'm gonna have to get the Chatot off. Gas Leak to 40. We get Pidgey down. I mean, we should have enough turns. We should have enough turns. And he needs to draw a Psychic Energy from his Energy Zone. So we can be okay here. Alright, I need to use this because I need to get another Mon out of this so we can reduce the chance of not getting Pidgeotto. Alright, so Pidgey goes down. Oak comes up. There it is. Nice. Okay, so we go into Pidgey. We're playing this kind of the best we can. We have to get that Pidgeotto down. Like, they're stacking their bench for me, which is good. And they're not getting the Psychic Energy next turn either, so... I am keeping an eye on the Energy Zone. You got to remember to keep an eye on the Energy Zone. Like, we don't have to worry about Zam doing damage because they need the Psychic Energy, right? So, next turn we get Pidgeotto down. If they do Sabrina, we put the other egg on. But I will be vulnerable. Okay, that's good. If I retreat into egg, I'm wasting valuable turns, whereas I can get Pidgeot next turn, and Pidgeot can go for the sweep. Not getting Dark Energy. But Mew is going to be a problem. So I can Evo out of the poison next turn. He's going to have to do 40. I'm just worried about the Zam if the energy does come out. But I will be able to kill him next turn. And it just depends what his next energy is. I think I need to... I think I just need to sack the Chatot. But we can... I got to commit to the Pidgeot even if it takes chip damage now. Best play here is to stay unevolved because nothing can do enough damage to us. So what we'll do is stay unevolved here. Get another Pidgey down to save us from a Sabrina. We'll just Gust. I can't afford to go Pidgeot because I can Evo out of the poison. We're pretty chill. We're pretty chill. We should still win this game. Although, Mew can come on and take me out. Let's think. They've got 3 cards. Okay, they've made a horrible mistake. They've made a gigantic mistake here. Unless you're gonna... Okay, yeah, they just threw. They had the game. Just because, like, yeah, Mew can't kill me. Alakazam can't kill me. So this is just game now. If he put the 40 damage into me with Wheezing, I kill Wheezing, then Mew comes in. If they've got a Giovanni, Mew would have done 140 plus 10 Giovanni. It would have taken me out easily. I mean, no, Mew would have killed me irregardless. They should have just sacrificed the Wheezing and got the damage into me. I would have had, what, 130 HP? Instead, all they can do now is, like, Sabrina me, and I'll just put Pidgeotto in, retreat out, and win. So I would have won this game very comfortably if I didn't forget to attach an energy, and I'm still winning anyway. And personally, if I was them, I would not be running Dark Energy in this deck. I would be using Weezing as a tank and poison. I would not be running Dark Energy. I know Alakazam only needs 1 Psychic, and you can get away with 1 Psychic and 3 colorless. It doesn't even need Psychic. Mew does 20 damage. I still think that getting bricked like they did was a massive L, and I would just go pure Psychic and just use the poison with Weezing, and that's it. What's up, guys? It's me, Mochi. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so I can eat.